and how the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken about the 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 16, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. On that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run, because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Going for a right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And open, it's Moss, complete.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. Complete. Nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Second and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Barkley. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 29, Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll find driver here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Inside. Clear right. 6, 8, foxtrot.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Another run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Night Train Lane. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now 21-17. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's caught by Sanders. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Drover. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get 300. Get 300.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, catch made by Driver. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Rodgers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the
The responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Williams from the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On first down, it's Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here's Williams. Back to the air on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were looking for Johnson that time. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, Delta. Mike 20. Come on, D.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Echo.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to the pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw. Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Throwing on 3rd and long. Williams. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preach, it's coach, it's thought about.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9 now. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Motion, 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 motion. Motion, motion. Mike 40, Mike 40. All day, dog.
They're going to try and throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports.
16. Redskins nothing.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Focus, Mike.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Donald Driver, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Rodgers now to throw again. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deacon Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, orbit. Hey, Mike 20. Hey, let's pin the mirror.
Throwing is Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Hey, Steve 6. Hey, Mike 20.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. From From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. To throw is Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
52's the mark, boy. 52. Come on, boy.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs.
We want this. Pick the edge. Come.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by...
ability he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, 52. Here we go, Boom, boom. Motion. Slant. Watch twist. Check 30. 150.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, D. Yeah. Check. Back north. Here it comes.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Watch Mike. Bravo. 52's the mic.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run on first down. Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He's coming. Yellow. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Denver.
Yellow. 180. Left. No. Watch twist. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Hey, Ridley. Hey, turn it up. Kill.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And some room to work. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's got room. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
We got this.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, With no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Sacked there by Ray Lewis.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds Carr. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers again now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going up top. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to go down again. Kevin Green. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And it's taken in at the 9. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. Johnson, the intended target. On 1st down, Jones. Kevin Green there brings him down. And on the tackle, Kevin Green, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Green taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And what a speech he gave that night. I still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Green play.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Stenerud able to put this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing again. Rodgers. That'll be complete to Donald Driver. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Julius Peppers. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. Try to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Johnson was the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey, Echo.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this is Cook with the ground. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That is 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, here we go. Check. Check. Jump out. Go. Mike 52. I don't think you got it.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. Back to throw. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Mike's 50. I got it. Here we go. 50. Hero 15. They gonna need some therapy after this. Undercrush.
Mahomes to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Mike's 50. Check three.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete.